I told him straight to his face, a real man could give me a child. Those were my exact words when I found out, and at that moment, I believed them. I thought I was just being brutally honest, that I had the right to demand more from life, that if he couldn't give me what I wanted, then maybe he wasn't enough. I had no idea that one sentence would shatter everything, because now he has a wife, a daughter, a family full of love, and I can't even get past a second date. This isn't the story where I win him back. This isn't the story where it all works out. This is the story of how I threw away the best thing I ever had and spent the rest of my life drowning in regret. Connor and I met when I was 24 and he was 32. He wasn't flashy, not the kind of man who commanded a room. But he was steady, patient, thoughtful, the kind who opened doors without thinking, texted back every time, and actually remembered the little details I said. At first, I adored that about him. He made me feel safe in ways no one else had. So when he proposed, I didn't hesitate. We married, moved into a small 2-bedroom apartment, and began building our future. For a while, life was good. Not perfect, not terrible, just good. He worked as an assistant manager at a medical supply company. The money was modest, but he always found ways to make me smile. If I had a rough day, he brought home my favorite snacks. If I wanted something, he quietly saved until he could surprise me with it. He never missed anniversaries or birthdays. For 2 years, I truly believed we were creating something real. But then I wanted a baby. And that's when everything unraveled. I had dreamed of motherhood my entire life, holding my child, decorating a nursery, creating the perfect family. After 2 years of marriage, I decided it was time. At first, the journey was exciting. We talked names, toured bigger houses, and imagined parenthood. But months passed, then a year, and still nothing. I became obsessed. I tracked cycles, changed my diet, took vitamins, cut caffeine. I did everything right, and yet nothing worked. That's when the doubt crept in. What if it's him? We went to the doctor, and the tests confirmed it. Connor had low fertility. The chances of me ever conceiving with him were almost non-existent. The news devastated him. I held his hand and whispered, "It's okay, we'll figure it out." But inside, I was furious. This wasn't my plan. I had done everything right, and suddenly my dreams were slipping away because of him. We discussed IVF, adoption, treatments, but none of it felt enough to me. Because I had convinced myself of one thing, a real man wouldn't have this problem. And one night, during an argument, I finally said it. A real man could give me a baby, Connor. The moment the words left my mouth, I saw it in his face. His expression froze. The disbelief, the pain, the realization that I no longer saw him as enough. That was the moment I truly lost him, though I didn't know it yet. He didn't scream. He didn't fight. He just looked at me with shattered eyes, nodded once, and quietly walked out of the room. I expected anger later. I expected him to demand an apology. Instead, he pulled away. He stopped reaching for me, stopped looking at me with love. And then one night in bed, he whispered, "Do you even love me anymore?" I should have said yes. I should have begged for forgiveness. But I hesitated, and in that silence, he had his answer. 2 weeks later, he packed his things. My marriage ended with no slammed doors, no dramatic fights, just quiet finality. And I told myself it was for the best, that I deserved more, that I'd find someone better. Men who were taller, richer, more exciting. Men who called themselves real men. But none of them stayed. None treated me the way Connor once did. 2 years slipped away. Still no husband. Still no child. Still no family. And then one day, I saw him. At a coffee shop. He was laughing with a beautiful woman, her hand resting on his arm with ease. And then I saw it, the stroller. My breath caught as he lifted his daughter into his arms, kissing her forehead. She giggled and reached for his face. And that's when it hit me. He gave another woman everything I once demanded. A family, a home, a life. And me? I was left with nothing but a paper cup of coffee and regret so heavy it crushed me. I don't get a happy ending. I don't get a second chance. He found someone who saw his worth, who loved him for who he was, not for what he could or couldn't give. And I, who thought I deserved better, can't even hold on to a third date. Now, at night, I lie awake staring at the ceiling, haunted by what I lost, haunted by what could have been if I had only loved him as he was. But here's the truth about good men. Once you break them, they never come back. And I am left behind, wishing for a life I destroyed with one cruel sentence. Some mistakes you can never undo. Goodbye.